Hello, this is Dreams with Jam. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be talking about DLC and is it worth it? If you do like this video, please leave a like at the end. I would really appreciate that. That all helps my channel grow. And even better, you could subscribe and get notified when there is more content, which we have a lot of stuff coming up very soon. So let's talk about DLC. Right now we have Eternity Isle or A Rift in Time. We have Storybook Vale coming up in November in just a couple weeks here. I'm recording this video as of November 9th, so it's before the new DLC drops. And let's just talk about it. So Storybook Vale and A Rift in Time are two DLC options, downloadable content, which does cost extra outside of the game itself. I personally am pro DLC. I think it's totally worth it. Here's some reasons why. So we have Rift in Time. You got characters, obviously, the first ones. We had Eve. Here's Rapunzel. We got Gaston. And then we got Oswald. And finally, with the final quest, we got Jafar. So once we got all of those characters in place, obviously after that comes all of the things that we get with the game, itself. If you are into decorating, DLC is ginormously beneficial to all players who have the DLC. So this means that you're benefiting from the DLC content, not only in just having things for your valley, for yourself to look at, for yourself to decorate with, but Dream Snaps. We've seen people using these DLC items in all of the Dream Snaps, like this car here, which is a car that you get from Oswald. And then we have this little gas station right behind me, which looks amazing at night and decorates the valley really nicely. I'm going to kind of walk around my valley here in a second, and we'll kind of talk about some different items that you do get. But first I want to say I am not sponsored in any way. I get no kickback by saying any of this. I am a very small content creator right now, and I'm getting nothing but, love and affection from you. I don't get anything from saying this, but I totally think the DLC is 100% worth it. And honestly, for the value of the cost of the DLC, you get a just huge amount of items, quests, and then obviously you get all the friendship quests from the characters, and it's for the cost that you pay, about $30 for each DLC. You get so many items and friendship quests and things for your own character. This entire outfit, I think, except the shoes maybe, are all things that we got from A Rift in Time. So there's, obviously just a lot of items. So for example, we got these trolley cars, right? Well, the tracks for the trolley car we get from Oswald in the DLC for Rift in Time. So, you see these builds with people like this. My valley, I've made a kind of train station. That's how we were able to do that, is with those tracks. These little coal cars, this Ratatouille archway, all items from DLC. Okay. We're just going to continue to walk around here for a little bit. And, like I said, again, with the DLC items that you get, it does help with your decorating, but it also helps in things like Dream Snaps. I can't tell you the number of times I've seen people recently using items for even not just even items, but locations. Like right now we're doing the Hakuna Matata challenge, and I have a jungle on Eternity Isle, and I was able to do my shot there, so even the scenery around me is jungle based. That shipwreck that we just saw, that is from Gaston in the DLC. Here we are looking at all that fence right here. There's new fencing that we got, new path. So you can see I have Eternity Isle items kind of in every biome, I would say, probably. these trees. That's another thing. You get a whole new pack of foliage, new bushes, new things, new reeds, new trees. Some of the palms are different colors. So you'll see there's a light palm now, and then there's a dark palm. And there's also obviously different items that you can cook because we have different fruits and vegetables that you can grow and harvest on, each. And we're going to be doing that the same in Storybook Vale soon. These lights, which I'm sure you've seen in Dream Snaps, they're absolutely beautiful. They come in different colors. Those are a big item that I know people decorate with. Okay, we're going to head up into the forest here. Here's Rapunzel's house and those floating lanterns. Again, I'm sure you've seen those in Dream Snaps. Those are all Eternity Isle items. Rapunzel's house is easy to fit pretty much anywhere in the valley or on Eternity Isle. So that's another thing. You have a whole new place to decorate as well, if you choose. My little monkey friend here, he's from, obviously, Eternity Isle as well. Up here in the Frosted Heights, you see all these blue bushes? Those are part of the new foliage pack. They look gorgeous up here. These tents. So the tents come in blue, black, orange, and green, each one with a little bit of a varying difference in size or shape. The green ones have lights on them. Those are just really, really fun to decorate with. Okay, so indoors, there's, I loaded some of the items that you can craft or buy, like this gold pile, which I know you've seen in Dream Snaps if you do those. Everybody was using those when we did those different treasure and pirate themes that we had right in a row. The tables, the lights, these benches, all the different flowers that you can get. Once you get all the flowers, they can be crafted into the squares and rounds, just like the flowers in the valley. Those are glass flowers, and then these glow. Again, I'm sure you've seen those in Eternity Isle. So you can see there's so many more. I only placed a few. Here's all the Jafar stuff that we just got. That fountain is a craftable. This doorway is from Oswald, which then you can buy in Scrooge's store. And obviously, I now can pose with my hourglass, which just looks super cool in Dream Snaps and just in general to run around with that. And again, I think one of the biggest pluses is using some of the equipment that we get from Eternity Isle, which we'll go see. So this is my Eternity Isle storage room, and you can see all the different things I have. But I want to go to the crafting table for Eternity Isle. It does have its own, and we have ancient machines. You've probably heard people talk about vacuums and whatnot and cookers. So we get these cookers, there's gardeners, and then there's vacuums. And they can be leveled up to, the top level. They basically dig for you in the gardeners and plant and water, so you don't have to do that anymore. The cookers can cook up to 30 meals at the largest capacity. And then the vacuums, basically, they do what they say. They suck up everything that's on the ground in a particular biome. So they're super helpful. It's great when you want to, erase a valley and start fresh or whatever. You just place one of those down and it sucks up everything that's kind of a consumable, like your basil, your sticks, etc., flowers, and any food you might drop on the floor. Okay, so you can see some of the flowers and some of the items. We have these glass pebbles that can be used. Even just that little fire extinguisher looks great in a kitchen build. So there's all those kinds of little items too that are part of crafting, but at the same time, you can use them in your builds as items. There's some different fruits, some veggie, and these sticks. The tropical wood, you can create shelves that hang on the walls indoors, etc. So another big benefit to players beyond decorating, which we've covered, is let's say I'm leveling up Mushu and he's my miner. I now have 2 full places to take him to level him up. So let's say I've finished in the valley and now I'm going to take him to Eternity Isle and he's going to level up and do the exact same thing. So I now have twice, the opportunity to get my characters all leveled up. So it's very beneficial in that regard as well. Here's the doorway for, the expansion itself, and I'm really looking forward to the next. So in general, if there's, some other benefit that you can think of that I maybe didn't, besides decor, dream snaps, leveling up characters, and the cost effectiveness, obviously it does cost money, but at the same time, even though, it does cost you actual cash, right? It benefits you in such a large way. If you're going to play the game, you want to play the game to its fullest. And I believe personally that this does that, and just because you purchase the DLC doesn't mean you have to complete it right away or at the same pace. There's no time limit. So you can go at your own pace, start in the valley, go with those quests first, get those characters leveled up to where you want them, and then start doing some DLC tasks, etc. I think beyond the benefits that I've already mentioned, it's just a lot of fun. There's so many fun quests and there's so many things to look at. It's different biomes, it's different feel when you're in, the different places that the DLC offers. It just allows you to expand this game and expand those horizons beyond the valley itself, but at the same time, integrating it into what you're doing. So the valley is always going to be your home, right? It's always going to be that mainstay, but at the end of the day, the DLC is just a lot of fun, and I believe it's worth every penny personally. So I hope that rambling kind of message got you some information that maybe you didn't think of before. If you have any questions, you can always post them in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer. I'd be happy to give more information about the DLC before you choose to buy it or not. Now, having advocated for this entire video, because that's what this is about, don't put yourself in financial stress to do this, okay? Don't think you have to buy it. You do not. There are still so many fun things about playing just in the valley. You do not have to buy anything. So again, I say beneficial, yes, and fun, yes. Required, absolutely not. Okay, so I hope I helped. I hope you got some information or maybe gave you something to think about or see that you could maybe do in your valley as well. Again, post your comments below, give this video a like, and subscribe for more content. Thank you for joining me, and keep on dreaming.